Okay, ready. Hey guys, welcome to Real Simple Cooking School. I'm your teacher Dawn, and today we're talking about your essential tools and equipment. Let's get started. Okay, here is maybe the most important thing you can have in your kitchen, the rimmed baking sheet. These guys come in two main sizes, the half sheet and the quarter sheet. You guys can see here I've got some raw chicken on it. The quarter sheets, often overlooked, are actually awesome to keep on hand. Great for smaller projects like toasting nuts or breadcrumbs, coconut even, or even just dinner for two versus four. We're just gonna make a simple roasted chicken and sweet potatoes, little salad to go with. Sweet potatoes, nothing fancy here, but this guy is another key piece of equipment, the Y-shaped peeler. This is the new school peeler. I'm just gonna give these sweet potatoes a peel. See how easy this is? I find I have way more control with a Y-shaped peeler than with the regular sort of vertically shaped ones. These sets of nesting glass prep bowls are great, get them in various sizes. And people don't really talk about this. Get a great big bowl. Even the biggest bowl in these sets, you could get bigger. This is your chef's knife. I like a 6 to 8 inch blade. Again, that's what's comfortable for me. And these sort of squared off edges, I find the chopping is much easier like that. The most important thing is that it's comfortable for you. As long as it's comfortable and you keep it sharp, you're good to go. I'm just gonna give my sweet potato a little trim. I'm actually gonna slice it in half this way, just so it's a little easier to work with. And I'm just cutting in big wedges and right on to my sheet tray. Also, what I'm cutting on, a nice sturdy cutting board. Oftentimes you'll see these ones that have like rubber non-slip edges. That's good, but if your board doesn't have it, all you have to do is put a little piece of damp paper towel underneath your board, and then I'll keep it from slipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these started while I prep my chicken. Now, I could make this entire recipe on this one rim baking sheet, but I wanna show you a little shortcut so we can highlight one of our other key pieces of equipment. So, drizzle with olive oil, kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper always. And I'm just gonna throw some whole sage leaves in with the potatoes. You could chop it if you want, but these will get kind of crispy in the oven and be super yum. And then some bacon, because why not? The bacon's gonna render while it's in the oven, and that fat's gonna flavor the potatoes. So I'm just gonna toss everything with, I should mention, the most important tool in your kitchen, your hands. So I'm just arranging my potatoes in a single layer. That way they'll roast and get delicious and crispy in parts. Otherwise they'll steam if they're stacked on top of one another. So we're gonna go 450 degrees until my chicken's ready to join it. Probably like 15 minutes. Okay, my potatoes are in the oven. Now let's brown this chicken. So, like I said, I could have thrown everything on that rim baking sheet, tossed it in the oven, which is a great one-pan meal, but I want to show you a little shortcut, and I want to talk to you about the importance of a cast iron skillet. Cast iron we love because it gets hot and it stays hot, which means it's going to conduct heat super evenly. So anything I add is going to get that beautiful brown crust, plus it goes seamlessly from stovetop to oven. So I'm going to get my skillet nice and hot. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, regular old olive oil, and then before we add the chicken, we're going to season it nicely with more kosher salt and black pepper. And remember, back on my rim baking sheet holds those chicken legs perfectly. Using the tongs, I don't have to touch the raw stuff, and we can just give these a wash in between. So laying the chicken skin side down. I'm gonna try and get all 4 of these in the skillet, but I might need to do 3 and I'll come back and brown that last guy when we've got more room. More salt. And some more pepper. I'll see you back here in a minute. So the cast iron skillet gives me a head start, helps to crisp up this chicken skin, and it's gonna cook a lot faster once it goes in the oven. Let's grab our sweet potatoes and we're gonna add the chicken right to the other rim baking sheet. All right, things are happening. The potatoes are taking on some color, the sage leaves are getting crispy, the bacon's getting crispy and awesome. So all I wanna do now, same thing, using my tongs just like they were an extension of my hand, I'm just gonna make a little room on the sheet to put the chicken. And then just nestle these in and among the sweet potatoes. And try not to pile them up on top of one another or they'll steam, so you'll lose the yummy crispy bits. Oh. And it's okay if the bacon ends up on top of the chicken. In fact, it's a great thing. And back in the oven it goes. Okay, while the chicken's finishing up, I want to show you a couple more things I think you should have on hand. So to finish this recipe, we just want to serve the potatoes and the chicken with like something green, something crunchy. So I've got some arugula here. You could use watercress, you could use any crunchy green that you like. And extra, but very useful, is a citrus press. Yes, I am just going to use like half of this lemon and I could use my hand. But come summertime, when you are making lemonade and you're making cocktails, this thing is going to be your best friend. So I go cut side down in here, and then you just squeeze. And you just get way more juice when you use the citrus press than when you just use your hand. So we're just going to toss the greens with a little bit of the lemon juice and olive oil. I'm going to wait and do that right when we're ready to eat because otherwise it'll wilt too soon. And then we're there. This looks awesome. See how this rim baking sheet has caught all these amazing juices? So one, no fire in the oven. Two, all of the sweet potatoes and the sage has like soaked up the bacon juices and the chicken juices. It's made its own sauce. It's gonna be delicious. One of the first rules of cooking is no grabbing hot things, which is another good reason to have your tongs on hand. So to plate this up, I'm just gonna grab some of the sweet potatoes. Got some potatoes, we don't wanna miss this bacon. Beautiful golden brown chicken. And then right before serving, we're gonna do our salad. So remember, this is like half a lemon, give or take. And we've got all this like sweet, yummy, fatty flavor from the sweet potatoes, from the bacon, from the chicken. So this really bright lemony dressing is gonna be the perfect thing to complement it. A little olive oil, a little salt, and again, the most important tool, your hands. And just give them an easy mix. You could use tongs for this, but most of your greens are like kind of tender, so you want to treat them with tenderness. So hands are more gentle. Some of that on the plate. Here we come back, get a little more potato, a little more bacon. And there you have it. All the work you've done on your rim baking sheet. Your tongs are your new best friend. Cast iron skillet makes it all look gorgeous. These are some of your kitchen essentials. Don't be without them. See you next time.